Still good morning. Good morning, everyone. I promise I'll be nice to you. Good morning. Okay, still. Okay, let me get started. So, thanks for setting the context, and thanks ObserveNow for being our partner and allowing us to talk to the audience in terms of where Cloudflare comes in and helps in the overall AI initiative of a specific company, who is building it, and so on. Let me summarize in terms of what speakers have spoken so far, right? Like I did take notes. Abhishek basically spoke and gave us a pretty much a reality check about India. Tanya launched a product, but as such it's AI product. Kailash, he did speak about how and what to do. Karthik spoke about the global and the Indian perspective. And the reason why I'm summarizing this is, how do you make all this happen, right? This is where Cloudflare comes in, right? Internet for business is real today. Any of these initiatives which have been spoken cannot really operate without a specific platform, cannot really operate without security embedded on that platform, right? So over the next 15 minutes or so, we're basically going to understand as to what is it that Cloudflare will be able to give you, deliver to you in terms of your own initiatives and what you intend to do, right? I said the context, so I'll move and skip this slide, but these are some of the statistics. I mean, a lot of numbers got spoken, but a lot of numbers now will be on the slides, right? These are some of the, I would say, research study which Cloudflare has done by ourselves. There are some of the research numbers that are from industry analysts, but what we saw is 17.2% increase on internet traffic in 2024. We yet to get the data for 2025, but there's massive increase on internet traffic. But about 57% of this is basically API traffic. And about 87% of the organizations say AI has made cyber attacks more frequent and advanced. That's the aspect of security that we're talking about as you build your models, as you build your products. How is it that you're going to run this in a secured way, right? 82% of the respondents in India, and we're talking a lot of these numbers which are India numbers, right? 82% of the respondents in India experienced increase in cybersecurity incidents in the past 12 months, right? Along with that, while the pressure in terms of investment into, and I'm talking of not just the companies who are building products, but companies that are adopting products, right? The IT budget hasn't increased as much as compared to initiatives that are taken by the companies in terms of a lot of these different aspects around artificial intelligence, cyber information security, and generative AI, right? How is it that you would be in position to run it with so less budget? That's about 4.7% increase in budget with so many initiatives, right? So this is a real challenge. About 80% reported that about 10% of their budgets are actually going into cybersecurity, right? So there's a lot that's happening, but there's very little money which is given to the organizations, which is given to CISOs, which is given to the developer organization in terms of getting all of these things done. 93% of the respondents in India are concerned about increasing AI sophistication and the attacks around it, right? I called out this challenge stating that while the growth in the business is coming in, we are not seeing that in terms of increasing the budgets for handling this growth, right? Fundamentally, our analysis is what enterprises are concerned is about the 6 imperatives, right? Ensuring we have the required experience which we give to our end customer, ensuring cybersecurity, ensuring improving data governance, and so on. So we won't go into details of 6 of them, but these are in general the 6 areas of concerns for every enterprise. And what I mean by enterprise is also digital natives who are part of this enterprise, right? This is quite interesting, and what we realized is, while a lot of projects are taken and they are picked up as like, oh, this is my key initiative, but only about 30% of the projects are getting delivered, and the rest of them are probably not delivered or they are not even started. And the reason why these figures are coming up is because what you see is here, right? So there is a massive complexity of the network that's coming in. So on the left-hand side, what you see is your users, or it could be office users or so on. On the right-hand side, what you see is where the data resides or where companies have built the products, but effectively there's a lot that is lying in between. And this is exactly where Cloudflare comes in and helps solve this specific problem. Right? So our offering to the market is nothing but a platform where you basically leverage the platform in terms of connecting the left-hand side to the right-hand side, but in a pretty secured way, in ensuring that you are able to bring in the agility, you're ensuring that you're able to control down the cost, ensuring that you have the right user experience that you need for your customers. Right? We have a case study. This is the case study for Hindu Group. What is it that helped them in terms of increasing their website performance? What is it that helped them to increase and reduce down the cost on infrastructure? And what is it that helped them in terms of developing more apps a lot faster and reducing the time for go-to-market? Right? Overall, as I said, from the 6 different imperatives which are concerned, which the enterprise are concerned today, we have answers for all of them. Right? Don't want to get into the details of what solutions we have to offer. We can probably have a side chat around any specific solution that interests you, but effectively we can come in, we can help you secure, we can help you with your speed, we can help you build your specific applications, we can help you with all the aspects of AI that we have brought in. It's not part of the slide, but I want to let you know that there are specific data centers for us which are GPU enabled. So Karthik, you did speak in terms of specific aspects of challenges on creating that infrastructure. Where are the chips going to come in, and so on. So what we've done is we've enabled our data centers with those GPUs. We have enabled our environment with AI firewalls. We have enabled our environment with AI gateways. So if you have the logic, if you have the product, you can actually run all of this through Cloudflare and you can get the desired outcome. I'll skip this one, but this is again important that the network that we're talking of is an Anycast network. It basically means that every service that we're talking of, it can effectively run on every data center of Cloudflare. If you build a product, and I can give an example here of Canva. I'm not sure if how many of you know, but the whole Canva infrastructure runs on Cloudflare. It's an Australian company. It's a product. Oh yeah. So it's an Australian company. It's a product that's built from Australia, but for globe. Right? How would they get delivered to every individual across the globe? And that's what they take advantage from us in terms of our global presence, in terms of our data centers around the globe, in terms of building everything from the scratch onto our platform and delivering it in a secured way. And this is nothing but the advantage of the Anycast network, where every server for Cloudflare runs all our services, and the end user experience is really great. This is the network we're talking of. So all the point of presence that we're talking is those dots in brown. So it's a massive network which runs across 325 plus cities. We have 190 plus which has AI inferences. So that's the scale that we're talking of. About 247 billion cyber threats are blocked every day, and about 388 Tbps. That's like, I would say it's the largest network that you can think of in the world today. That's a fairly large network, and that's still scaling. So it's not that this is where it remains. 5 years back, when I was part of Cloudflare, this network scaled only to about 120 cities. Now it's about 335 plus cities, right? So that's the scale that we are operating in, and it will continue further. But the intent is very simple. You want to go as close as possible to the edge so that the users can leverage that, and users can run their services and give a better outcome, or get a better outcome in terms of their overall experience of whatever platform they are using or whatever application that they are using, right? Not many people know, but close to about 22% of internet actually runs on Cloudflare. And I'm pretty sure at this stage I can bring in that aspect of the incident that happened about 2 days back, where a large part of internet got impacted because of Cloudflare. Of course, there's a detailed blog and analysis which we have given in terms of what went wrong at our end, but that's the impact that we bring in to the global community with something going wrong with our network. Sorry? Yeah, if you are an enterprise customer, yes, you get the service credits back. Sure. There's a detailed blog on that, how to go about it. Yeah. I'll skip on this one, but what I'm trying to say is there are specific products that are available in the market. They do what they do is, and they probably do it right. What we're talking of is many of these products out here, or most of these products out here, they can get replaced with our platform. So if you're operating with a point solution on any of these products, you're thinking of delivering a service via platform, and you're thinking of delivering multiple services via platform, that's primarily where you start thinking of where Cloudflare as such can help you and bring an impact to your business. This is how again the products around it, but net where we play is on the application performance security. What I mean by app is also where AI will come in. We actually play also in the zero trust security, and like that's a major shift that I believe as a company we have been in position to bring. If we compare this from an old-time world where there was a hardware environment where hardware platforms played, there's a software environment where software companies played, there's an environment where network and security companies played. We basically are bringing it into the new world where, let's say, the hardware companies got replaced by companies like AWS, GCP. Right? They gave the computing and storage. The software piece gets replaced by today's SaaS platform companies, Workday, Salesforce, and so on. What we're trying to do is exactly the same on the network and security, where we basically move and transition everything on the cloud, consider these data centers as your extension of data centers, and run the service from our data centers rather than deploying either a point product or building something by yourself. These are some of the examples, but specifically from an AI standpoint, where we come in is we help you to compute and store, we help you to build stateful apps, we help you with AI inferences and at scale. And the scale is what we have already discussed upon. 52% of the spending, 52% of the companies believe they're spending more than 5% of their IT budgets to address regulatory and compliance needs. The platform is completely regularized, right? So there are specific, we can get into the details of on our website in terms of what all certifications do we carry, but it basically complies to every region, not just India, not just APAC, not just EMEA, but it complies to all the aspects of regulatory and compliances that otherwise you would need for your business if you intend to run that service via Cloudflare. I'll skip this slide, but effectively what we're talking of sharing intelligence across our global network providers. And if we look at it, what we do, right? In summary, we don't just block it. We block it, we isolate it, we provide you the logs, so you can take some actionable intelligence in terms of what you intend to do and what corrective actions that you would need to do in terms of your environment and take the right decision for your organization or for your applications that you are probably giving to your consumers. Yeah. This is the financial impact. I think a lot has been spoken, so I'll again skip this slide, but that's like a massive impact. We're talking of more than 51% of the companies who really have more than like $1 million impact in terms of cybersecurity incidents. I think a lot of this will probably get discussed in the panel where the CISOs are going to come in, but the impact is massive, and I think I heard with one of the presenters in keynote before, like, let's be responsible, let's build responsible products to ensure that there's a lot of credibility which we as a country would hold, which we as a product company will hold, if we are intending to do something from India for global, right? So let's see how we can minimize this impact. And I think this is a summary of all that we carry in terms of our portfolio, from the connect to protect to build. For this audience, I believe a lot of attention probably should be given on the build perspective, on what we have to offer, which is AI full stack, storage, as well as media specific initiatives that you can operate in terms of voice and video, or video and image optimization service that you can also run through us. And this is the global network, and I was talking of the certifications. You can actually see some of the certifications out here at the bottom. I think that we are just towards the end of the presentation, but in summary, what we're doing is we are helping build better internet so that you can leverage internet for your business. You can run your applications, you can build your applications, leveraging the platform and getting this outcomes via internet. And our job is to ensure that we are building a better internet for future. That's all I have to say. Thank you.